Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2. Pardon the awful cut right there in front of a UT, but in the middle of a UT rather, but it's the best I can make do with Ninja Cinema at the moment. And this comes back obviously just finishing off the waves, the mages and zombies wave. And I get pretty frustrated here. I'm trying to OT this zombie and he just keeps doing the forward Y, so that's pretty annoying. And again, another underworld drop, and it was really cool because he tried to teleport out of the way, but I still ended up getting him. So. And I'm getting pretty low on health here, and obviously mages and zombies give really good health orbs out. So if you can try and get some health out of these, it's always a good way to get some. And if you ever get loads of zombies like I've got there, they can take quite a while to whittle down if you don't use UTs and stuff like that. But a really fast way to get them down is just do an ET with the Windward Shuriken, and it will delim, pretty much all of them as it did there. And then obviously you can just go in and OT them and get loads of points, but still kill them, really fast. This wave is pretty much the same in every, like the strategy for it is the same, pardon me, for every Format A weapon. You really want to take out the red werewolves and the mages, mechs first, sorry, not mages. But here I can't really help taking out a lot of ninjas, but obviously that's not a bad thing, because, their incendiary shurikens can mess you up, but, your prime target does want to be the werewolves and the mechs. And again, Ryu just keeps attacking the ninjas with the UT, which is getting on my nerves here. That was a really cool one there, just to flip off the wall to the on-landing UT. I didn't mean to do that, but you've always got to take into account stuff like that, in case it happens. And here I can't, my UT chain gets broken, but I was saying earlier the power of the dual swords ET is still, quite high. So, chaining ETs, there's nothing wrong with that with this weapon. Now I thought I was going to have a UT there for the mech, but seeing as I only had an ET, I know he's had an ET done on him, so I know that I've took off quite a lot of his health. So now I'm going to focus on the ninjas and try and keep my multiplier going into the next wave. And I managed to get one, so I know that I haven't got a lot of time left in my multiplier. And again, just if you've got no UTs, just use the Y. And now here you can top over to the incendiary shurikens if you get the a good enough opportunity. And when they all spawn, I was going to just stick each individual one with incendiary shurikens, but I got a Nimpo orb out of that mech, so I might as well take advantage of that and use the Inferno. Now I don't know if it's just me, but the guillotine throw seems very, very well, I don't know, it's unresponsive when you have the dual swords equipped. It seems like every move with the dual swords kind of out-prioritizes the guillotine throw, so if you try and do a guillotine throw, Ryu, does the regular moves more than any other move, which is other than the guillotine throw rather, which is really annoying. And again with Genshin, he's, the mages are what's dangerous. Obviously I had an imp orb left over, which was really lucky, so use the Inferno to take them out, because they're not surrounding me, otherwise I would have used the Wind Blades. And again with Genshin, just use the every other attack strategy. With the dual swords, you can be really cautious. It's a good thing that you can be so cautious. You can just do the first two hits of the YY combo, because it's quite powerful, and you can dash immediately out of them. There's very, very little recovery frames. But if you can get the full combo, and you can see earlier that it does a hell of a lot of damage to him. Now this is a pretty bad spot to be in. I'm kind of stuck against a wall against a mage and Genshin, so if the guillotine throw doesn't register there, you can get in trouble. Now here's where I go for an extremely risky but powerful combo against him, because I know that the every other strategy has gone to plan. I can get in the forward Y, Windward Shuriken on that, and rotate Y with the dual swords. As you can see, that does insane damage to Genshin. It does even more damage than the Y combo, but it's extremely risky, and I definitely only recommend going for that when you can fight Genshin, really, really well. When I was kind of figuring out strategies to fight Genshin and stumbled on the every other strategy, in my opinion, it's the best strategy to fight him with, because a lot of people tend to just go on luck and they just go for a really powerful combo, and if it hits him, great. If it doesn't hit him, they'll take the health, but they'll take the damage. But obviously in survival, you don't want to play like that. You want to try and control everything as much as you can. Now I hate it when Genshin does these really long combos and gets you stun locked, because with mages off screen, doing their magic, that's a really big problem and can really mess you up. There, I knew what I was doing, but if you get someone that, just isn't as confident with, not being able to see what they're doing, I suppose, at the end of the day, that can easily mess you up. And again, another bad cut there, sorry about that. But yeah, I thought I was dead there, so I kind of just held block and hoped for the best, but I really did think I got killed there. and that was the last mage, so obviously I'm going to take it really cautious against Genshin for the last lot of health, because I'm, you know, I literally have no health left at the moment. And as I said, you know, the YY part of the YYYY combo, you know, is really good because you can dash out of it immediately. There's pretty much no recovery frames on that move, so you know, you don't get caught out a lot, which is good. Now, obviously, my first priority here is to get some health back, because even on these, you know, lower level ninjas, one hit and, you know, I'm history. And obviously getting killed on this way would be, you know, pretty annoying. But I really don't want to waste my grain, you know, this early on a new wave. So I'm just going to spam, you know, the good old Flying Swallow with the dual swords. It's got, you know, because they've got a lot of power behind them, you know, it beheads ninjas, you know, quite often. So, and I still get my multiplier back as well. But I'm trying to keep my combo, you know, relatively low, because at the moment, you know, I really want some health back rather than a multiplier going high. Now, you know, got about half my health back. That's, you know, not brilliant. I would have liked more, but you know, I'll take what I can get. And obviously, I'm absorbing all the green essence at this point, because I know it was flashing, so I know that I'm, you know, almost at the lower end of the limit on that multiplier I can have. Now for this wave, obviously I was, you know, ideally I'd like to get some Windmill Shuriken UTs in, but you know, every single enemy just seems to be, you know, just whoring their projectiles, so getting on landing Windmill Shuriken UTs without taking damage is really quite hard when they're doing that. And that's another thing you really want to take note of when you're going for Windmill Shuriken UTs, is you really want to take note of what every enemy's doing. Just real quick there, that move right there was YY forward Y, and it's the first two hits of the YY 4Y combo. I'm getting sick and tired of saying YYYY, so the 4Y combo, the first two hits, and he does kind of just an insane, you know, lifting move, where he just lifts them up into the air with loads and loads of hits, and that pretty much kills any enemy. But you can carry it on and obviously try and get some green essence out. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, when you want to get Windmill Shuriken UTs in, you always want to pay attention to what every enemy's doing, you know, around you. If every enemy around you is in a real, you know, grab happy move, and they're trying to get their grabs on you, and they're, you know, spamming those kind of attacks, you really want to, you know, don't go for Windmill Shuriken UTs, because yeah, they get you the most amount of points and they're really fast, but you know, there has no iframes in it, so if you get caught out, you know, it can really mess you up quite fast if you get caught out, you know, a couple of times in a row. Now again, here I'm pretty low on health, so I'm trying to kill them as best I can without UTs and OTs to get some health back, but you know, werewolves can be really uncooperative. And again, that should have killed me, I think, but you know, there's nothing wrong with getting lucky at the end of the day. So, forward Y, B, long lane and rotate Y is a great move to take out the werewolves, because they seem to have like no stun mechanics when it comes to rotate Y. So you know, they won't get knocked back or anything, and you just get the entire attack on them, and it's obviously, you know, really powerful. So it's a really good move to use against werewolves. And the werewolves can be really annoying, like here, they keep interrupting all my, you know, combos, so I can't get my multiplier, or, you know, I end up killing them with the wrong moves, and I'm, you know, not getting health orbs, so, as I said, like, these werewolves piss me off more than the red werewolves you fight later on. And again, for this wave, this is where the Windmill Shuriken UT really comes in handy if you can actually get them in. Obviously, I haven't got that much health, so I'm just going to stick to the regular UT. And I really hate it when UT doesn't hit anything. That really annoys me. But yeah, again, there, you know, I went for Windmill Shuriken UT, and I really shouldn't have, but I was just getting frustrated with not getting the points in. And you know, my health gets really low here, and I just got lucky that they gave me 2 health orbs right there. Now again, I'm not getting many UTs in here, and to be honest, I'm not really sure why. I could have easily got some UTs in with just getting the Izuna drop, but sometimes, you know, if I get out of a rhythm, you know, it does take me a while to get back into it. And there I got a nice quick Windmill Shuriken UT in, which was a really good time to get it in. So you know, always pay attention to your surroundings when you're trying to go for those kind of UTs. And this is going to wrap up part 2, and this will come back on the Resetsu wave. And as I said, the Genshin fight got cut off again, which was really quite annoying, because you know, it was a good Genshin fight for the second one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in part C.